Welcome back to the show with no name. I'm Bob Going with Mike Chiara and Gavin Murdoch, and Diane Hatzengiller floating in.
And millions of adoring
fans, including my granddaughter, Miss Laura Ann. Hi, sweetheart. Okay. All right. Yes, you want to come on camera? All right. In any event, oh, I see Michael's leaving. All right. It's okay. You quitting? You quitting?
Quitting.
Okay.
Just taking a quick break.
All right. On the last hour of the program, we were discussing this 1946 survey done by the Chamber of Commerce and the Recorder about what's wrong with Amsterdam. Yeah, come on up here. And we're kind of reading this raw here. It was just handed to us this morning. But all right, we're going to read some more of these. Transportation. Honey, don't touch this. Critical about transportation. I think that a city the size of Amsterdam should have a bus terminal, both transportation companies, with the help of the businessmen, arranging for a modernization of the present FJ&G bus station, adding a loudspeaker system, restrooms not disagreeable to enter, and a taxi stand. Now, you know what sold the mall to the public?
What was that, sir? We
were going to have modern restrooms downtown. That's what sold the mall, because everyone hated the dirty, crummy restrooms in the bus station that used to be down
all the police
down on East Main Street.
Newspapers in the back that we used to go look at.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right. I remember Father Ainati teaching us a marriage course, and he says, and you should all be looking at perhaps buying some books about marriage outside the curriculum. And this. I said, you mean like the ones down at the bus station, Father? He said, no, not those.
What a great educational facility that was.
I said, what are we supposed to do, Father, when we see these things on display? He says, no. Cast your eyes down. Cast your eyes down. All right. Amsterdam isn't half as bad as they say it is. Where's my microphone? There it is. But something ought to be done about our railroad depot. Then there wouldn't be that tendency to dread arriving in Amsterdam. I have no idea what that means. If you compare the old railroad depot to the one we ended up with, it was a classic piece. All right. The taxi service is another setback. There should be more stations and more reliable drivers. Taxi stations? Can you imagine that the town was once so busy that we had taxi stations where you could just walk and pick up a cab? Wow. An airport would make Amsterdam important. Youth would take an interest in aviation, which is the standard of American advancement. Well, eventually we got the Fulmont Airport, such as it is. There should be bigger buses on the Division Street and Fort Johnson lines during rush hours. It's dangerous to ride because the passengers are packed in like sardines. Remember after school riding the bus, what it was like? The Hen Glen bus from downtown up to Market Hills? I know you did, but it's because of this, right? Because the buses
we were real people.
You couldn't pack more people onto those buses.
No.
Wow. We are treated by railroad officials as though our city were but a small town. It is impossible to obtain a first-class train either entering or leaving town. Well, the first-class trains only leave from Albany and Schenectady. So take the train to Utica and get the train. What's the difference? When a bus cannot make the hill to which you have paid your fare, you are obliged to walk home, but never do the drivers offer to refund your money or token.
The Hen Glen didn't make it up Glen Ave a few times.
Wow.
There was a bus up
Glen Ave, the Henrietta Glen route.
Went over Guy Park and then up over Union, up Glen, up to Van Dyke, over Van Dyke, down Ruth, over Wilkes, down Chapel, down Wesleyan, down Henrietta.
He knows. The worst part about our bus system is some of the people who ride. They won't move to make room. If they're pushed, they make. If they are pushed, they make sarcastic remarks, and they always complain about the children on school buses. I don't know.
We resemble that remark.
Imagine when they're pushed, they make sarcastic remarks. I wonder what happens when you slug them. What about better bus service to the 5th Ward and to Cranesville? Was there bus service to the 5th Ward?
I can't tell you.
I can't.
See, I never used the bus. Yes, because I used to go to the mill.
Yeah?
My uncle would take the bus.
Okay. All right. Now, here's something from shoppers. Clerks on the whole are very unaccommodating, snippy,
Not really.
and very discourteous.
I disagree with that.
They yell, "What do you want?" from the other end of the store or counter. This sounds like you, Michael.
I knew you were going to do that. I knew you were going to do that.
If you were a store clerk, you would have been yelling, "What do you want?" from the other side of the store. "Get out! We don't want your business."
I never treated my
and wish
customers
you
like
would
that.
disappear. A school called Education and Manners and Selling would help sales.
Stop doing noise.
Oh, okay. Okay, Robbie, stop making noise, she says. Okay. If you are a regular patron, the clerks rush up and use all their charm to make a sale. Otherwise, they ignore you and stand talking to another clerk, making believe they don't see you.
I disagree with that. I would walk into...
Well, obviously, these improvements were made by the time you were born.
It wasn't, you're talking the 50s or whatever. I would walk into stores, and the
Actually,
first thing they would do is they would come up to you and say, "Can we help you?"
When were you born? 46, 47?
47.
47. Okay, so you weren't born yet. This is
Well, I mean,
1946.
I'm figuring they're saying that all of a sudden everything changed.
After this survey came out, it is time for the local merchants to get together and arrive at a decision whereby the citizenry can shop unlimitedly during specified hours. I don't know. In the early morning, streets in the business section are cleaned by the Public Works Department. Immediately upon opening their stores, merchants proceed to sweep accumulated sidewalk dirt into the gutter. We all know what is going to get we all know what it is to get an eyeful or mouthful of this dirt. Haven't we an ordinance to prevent this? That was not a prize winner. These are the comments that did not win prizes. The split in the ranks of the merchants is not for the best interests of the town. Merchants, you are making a mistake and driving your business out of town. That actually did happen. Every time the Amsterdam stores have a sale, they have it during the hours when the workers are busy, and only the leisure class can get to it. The leisure class?
It used to be open.
Yeah.
It used to be open for Friday nights. All of Main Street was open.
Yet they get peeved when we go out of town to do our shopping. Well, apparently they don't have sales on Friday night. They only have sales when the leisure class can. Imagine, Amsterdam had a leisure class.
Okay.
Can you see Gertrude Sanford going into Bargain City? What we need is one big department store that carries everything. Well, we became. Then next thing you know, we had them all. Listen to this one. We need a hobby shop run by persons who are hobbyists in all fields.
They had one.
That's right, Manny Rosen, the hobby shop.
They also had they had more than one. They had,
Well, obviously,
everybody went there.
Obviously, people were reading this stuff. That was a good suggestion. Okay, this section is called Houses and Lots of Complaints. Amsterdam has no real residential section. The streets are a hodgepodge of houses, dinky little stores, often empty, gas stations, vacant lots used as dumping grounds, and unoccupied buildings with broken windows. We need a zoning system, not a rubber band to be stretched at will. Now, you got to remember that this was written before Upper Church Street opened up, before Upper Market Street opened up, before Henrietta Heights opened up. So all those areas that we now consider the residential areas of Amsterdam, or the better residential areas of Amsterdam, didn't exist in 1946.
Also, Broadway and everywhere around where I am, they didn't exist.
Right. I don't like the lack of firmness in the zoning board. It should stick firmly by its guns. There was a lot of controversy in those weeks about somebody wanting to open up a gas station on Guy Park Avenue, rather, and
Lenny Mead had one down there.
Guy Park and Garden Street, and it didn't happen. No. And actually, it was where no, that was McDonald. Was it Garden Street or McDonald? I forget. But in any event, it didn't happen. Although I think
there was a lot of gas stations when I was in the junior high school.
Well, that's one of that's who do you think fought the change of the zoning ordinance? It was all the other gas stations. Just like on Market Hill when Fast Track wanted to add the pumps.
Oh yes, we were involved with that.
Okay.